Howdy, Bob Davidson. Happy 94th birthday. You know, when I was sitting down to write all the things I wanted to tell you, I thought, let me just tell you from the heart. When you, Myrt, and the family showed up in College Station in the summer of 1970, nobody had a clue how much you were going to change the landscape of the A&M Church of Christ. Throughout the years, you have taught so many, so much. You taught me so much. You taught me how to lose at ping pong. You taught me how to lose at dominoes. That's why I never got on the handball court with you, because I didn't want to lose there. Bob, you pushed us. You pushed us so that we would get out of our comfort zones. You pushed us to preach. You pushed us to teach. You pushed us to serve. And all the time that you were pushing us, you were standing there right beside us to support us as we became the people that God created us to be. 2 years after you arrived, the first Aggies for Christ bus trip took place, and as they say, the rest is history. Thank you, Bob. I love you, and you are loved by so many. And now there's a few others that want to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bob, from Bill and Ann Martin in England.
Happy birthday, Bob, with lots of good memories from 1956, 57, and 58. Thanks for helping get us through school, and then Connie, Chris, and Alan also through school and the church there.
Hi, Bob. Sandy Barrow was my name when I was at A&M. I came there in 74. I started as a freshman in 1974. I came because of Cody Birdwell and Doug Stelgis. They had worked with they lived in Spring where I lived, and so they ended up talking me into, they baptized me, and then they talked me into coming to A&M. And so for me, you were always like a, I don't know, like a youth minister, I guess, because I was a brand new Christian, and the AFC, the Aggies for Christ, really determined my path in life when it came to all things spiritual. I ended up marrying a man who was a member of the church, met him at Westbury, and so my life took a path for my Christian walk began there at A&M. And it wouldn't have been what it was if it hadn't been for the Aggies for Christ. So, you know, you won't remember me a lot playing 42. I never could understand the game of 42, so I watched people playing it, but I never did do that a lot. But I always remembered your enthusiasm, and you were always saying that you were fired up, and there were so many things that you taught me through the leaders that you developed in the church there, and that's what I really remember mostly, is the way that you developed young men leaders. And so I want to say happy birthday. You're 94. You're about to be 94 years old, and we all just love you so much, and you have had so much influence on so many lives, and I just love you and wish you the best.
Hello, Bob. This is Harry Hamilton. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. I think it's worth mentioning that I have appreciated everything that you have done in my life, and given me an opportunity to have the life that I have, and I appreciate that. I hope that you will be greatly blessed in this coming year, and I pray that God will be with you. God bless you, and I hope to maybe one day we'll be able to see you again. All right, thank you very much.
You were born ready, huh? Okay, go.
Hello, happy birthday, Mr. Bob Davidson. This is Mike Carleeta McNeely. I remember 49 years ago you did our wedding on Thanksgiving, so you should remember that. Also, I remember when I was 20 years old and you were 44 and you beat me 21-1 in handball. Congratulations.
Hey, Bob. This is Jim Russell and Becky Russell from Denison, Texas. We just wanted to reach out and say, number one, happy birthday. 94. Oh, wow. 94 years. What a great run. You know, I think it was 1970 when you and Myrt and your kids came to College Station to be the student minister at A&M Church, and man, what a blessing that was. You impacted so many lives, mine and so many other thousands. And if you really started thinking about all the people that were impacted because of you through others that you impacted along the way, could have been tens of thousands. So we all appreciate you, we love you, and we just admire you and thank you for being our mentor for so many years and for so many others. So happy birthday and many more.
Happy birthday, Bob.
Gig 'em Aggies.
Wait.
Hey Bob, I just want to tell a story about how you influenced my life when I was a freshman. I had shown up at A&M and I'd been there for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and someone had to ask me, it might have been you or someone, asked me to speak on Tuesday night Devo. And I did, and I spoke about 5 minutes, and then that following Sunday, you were teaching a Sunday school class there in the auditorium, and you were telling the students how they needed to be involved and get involved with church and activities, and you started walking up the aisle where I was sitting, and he said, Shannon, how long have you been here? And I said, well, I've been here about 2 weeks. And he said, 2 weeks, did you hear that? He's been here 2 weeks and already he's giving these speeches at devotionals and such. And that really changed me because I was afraid of speaking in front of audiences, but something was triggered that day that really helped me out to where to this day I'm not afraid to stand up in front of a group of people and speak, and it was because of your influence in what you did in my life. And so God used you that day to really touch my life and to kind of change the course and to impart something good in my life. So thank you, Bob.
Happy birthday coming up.
Happy birthday coming up.
Remind him who you are.
Yeah, Shannon Birdwell and my lovely wife, Susi.
Great. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Bob. Just wanted to wish you happy birthday that's coming up, your 94th. Wanted to kind of recollect a little bit with you, and back on that July 4th, 1972, when you and I think James Wilbeck and myself were playing handball, and some girls came up and was watching. Back then, you could watch kind of from the balcony up above. And little did I know that was Myrt's niece coming. That was Susi. And then I guess you could say the rest is history from there. And we went to the Astrodome with Papaw and a lot of other cousins and watched the Astros play. And that was, I guess, the start of a romance. Little did I know that Myrt had kind of picked her out for me. So all that to say, thank you, Myrt. And Bob, thank you for befriending and mentoring me over the years. I think we had just gotten back from Morrilton the earlier that, like in June or something like that, the first AFC. But I just can't help but think about all the other hundreds, maybe thousands of young Aggie Christian men whom you've mentored, and also the young women that Myrt has influenced. Many of them that worked in Kane Hall, and so what a legacy! I just cannot thank you and Myrt enough. Love you guys, always have, always will. God bless.
Okay.
Hello, Bob. Hello, Bob. Happy 94th birthday. I don't have a story. I just have a comment to make. And I watched for 4+ years, you and Myrt show us how to be a husband and wife, and what kind of wife to choose, and how to be a father. And I appreciate that example. I've been married 42 years now to the same woman, and I think that your example and inspiration has had a lot to do with it. Thank you. Happy birthday.
Your name?
Marc La Rocca, Beaumont, Texas, not Port Arthur.
All right, go.
Hey Bob. Listen, happy birthday,
speak
Bob.
up.
We love you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. We love you.
Happy birthday, Bob.
Tell him who you are.
That's a good idea.
Laurie Randall Phillips. No, Huckabee. Don't even know who I am. I'm Lou Ann Randall Phillips.
And Larry D. Phillips.
All right, is that all you want to say?
Nope. I've got two things important that happened in my life with you, Bob. And number one was when you came to visit me in the hospital almost every day. The second thing is before Luann, I was able to take you and Myrt to the airport when y'all took off to get your passports renewed. And then the third thing is you married Luann and I on May 17th, 1975, and just last couple of weeks ago, we celebrated 48 years of marriage. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it, and we love you.
Bob, you will never know the number of lives that you and Myrt have touched and changed throughout the years. Thank you. We all appreciate it, and we owe you a lot. Happy birthday. Keep on partying. Gig 'em.